As is the case with most recreational activities, Kendama has a thriving competitive scene. Whether you want to show off your chops in months of practice or simply want to hang out with like-minded individuals, Kendama players of all skill levels are highly encouraged to attend as many events as possible. Because the game of Kendama is not constrained by seasonal conditions, competitions are hosted year-round all over the world. They range from casual gatherings in parks and classrooms to stages with bright lights, energetic music, and seats full of people. Regardless of which event or events you choose to attend, you are bound to learn new tricks, make new friends, and maybe walk away with some prize money and the title of champion. So today we are going to highlight some competitions that we think are necessary destinations for all Kendama players. I'm Daniel with KENDERTAINMENT, and these are 6 Kendama competitions you must attend. Number 6. Sakura Classic, various locations. Sakura Classic is a multi-regional Kendama competition hosted by Grain Theory owner Jake Wiens. Originally, it was featured as part of the annual Sakura Cherry Blossom Festival in San Francisco, California. To capture the fun-loving and expressive nature of Kendama, Jake designed the event to be somewhat of a showcase for onlookers to enjoy. Spectators and competitors alike are treated to a blend of classic, new age, and creative tricks, symbolizing the different eras of Kendama that created the game we know today. Jake constantly changes the formula using these trick elements to keep the competition exciting and engaging each year. Whether this includes an emphasis on the freestyle division, a nod to the past with a throwback speed ladder, or keeping competitors on their toes with eccentric open tricks, the event promises a unique competitive experience while staying true to its showmanship roots. Sakura Classic has expanded to several parts of the US, including Tennessee, California, and Chicago. It's even been hosted online. One of Jake's goals is to make this event inclusive and accessible, and he has plans to expand in the future. In fact, 2023 was the first year in which the Sakura Classic was hosted internationally in Tokyo, Japan. To coincide with the blooming of the cherry blossoms, the event occurs in April and comes highly recommended for players of all skill levels. Number 5. Van Jam, Vancouver, Canada. From the moment you arrive at Van Jam, time seems to slow down around you. The Terra Kendama crew welcomes competitors in with a laid-back atmosphere, complete with handwritten brackets, a loose competitive format, and a bevy of cold ones to keep entrants loose during matches. The idea is simple, a fun, chill competition that doesn't demand hours of practice and grinding to enjoy. In many ways, Van Jam replicates the simpler times of Kendama, a low-stakes, semi-competitive environment that was more focused on the gathering itself as opposed to who comes out on top. The event resonates with a sense of community as spectators cheer on their favorite players in head-to-head Dama matches, admiring the wide array of personalized tricks they've all come to know and love. Whether it be hosted in a park on a sunny summer afternoon or within the walls of the legendary Terra headquarters, Van Jam promises a uniquely personable experience. In recent years, Van Jam has catered to a wider audience of players by separating their formats into casual and competitive divisions. However, the true easygoing nature of the event is still clear as day, making it a welcome break from the normally hyper-competitive circuit and the Kendama family reunion you never knew you needed. Number 4. European Kendama Championship, Leiden, Netherlands. The European Kendama Championship has rapidly become the largest Kendama competition in Europe, and it doesn't take long to understand why. The event has an energizing atmosphere fueled by Europe's top-tier competitors and other Kendama enthusiasts alike. Many players both in and outside of Europe have made this event a priority, not only to achieve podium glory, but also to experience a different culture and how Kendama is integrated within it. The European Kendama Championship has proven to be a breath of fresh air for seasoned competitors and a platform for otherwise unknown European players to demonstrate their skills. Attendees can expect to enjoy a melting pot of Kendama styles, especially in the freestyle division, which teeters on the verge of insanity at any given moment. The stage pulsates with an exuberant energy as matches become showcases in their own right, leading to nail-biting split decisions and exhilarating victories. The region has always had close ties with Kendama, and the EKC acts as a symbol of the European presence in the modern age. Its ever-growing popularity and success is thanks to its host and primary organizer, Theodore Fiorina of Grain Theory, who, despite his sponsored status, insists the event be player-organized and operated. This approach is what gives the EKC so much heart and personality, just a few of the traits that distinguishes this competition from the pack. If your summer plans include a trip to Leiden, then the European Kendama Championship is just the place for you. Number 3. Battle at the Border, Nashville, Tennessee. Recognized as the longest-running U.S. Kendama competition, Battle at the Border is an obvious destination for players. Founded by Seoul Kendama owner Chad Covington, the competition has grown significantly since its humble beginnings. What was once a small gathering of local players in a classroom has now evolved into a dynamic and highly populated collection of competitors, fans of the game, vendors, and more. With prestigious kendamas and cold hard cash as prizes, you can expect to see a loaded bracket in each of the competition's various divisions. Heavy hitters in the US flock to BATB, and several high-profile players from Europe and Japan have made the journey in recent years as well. The competition's reputation for a welcoming atmosphere is well known in the community, as many players have made Battle at the Border their first kendama competition. Though it has transformed significantly since it was originally founded in 2012, Chad insists that the event never stray too far from its grassroots approach, which was simply to gather players together and enjoy the game of kendama. Because the event takes place in January, it is often the first major competition of the year, so to capitalize on this, companies make announcements about new products, sponsored players, and plans for the new year moving forward, treating attendees to first looks of the latest and greatest before the general public. This is a wonderful representation of Battle at the Border's pioneering personality, one that future competitions and indeed the entire kendama community learns and benefits from year after year. This concept has even translated over to the competitive side, as Chad has been known to switch up the format by introducing new divisions, including a tag team freestyle bracket in 2019. The list goes on and on for why you should attend Battle at the Border, so go ahead and choose one and prepare for an unforgettable time at this classic Southern Kendama competition. Number 2. Kabo World Cup, Hiroshima, Japan. The annual Kabo World Cup almost needs no introduction. Originally founded in 2013, at the time named the Gloken Cup, this is considered one of the most esteemed kendama competitions in the world. Gloken invites players from around the globe to compete against the best of the best and prove their skills are polished enough to be declared world champion. With a customized trick list compiled of various levels of difficulty, the Kendama World Cup offers players of all skill levels the opportunity to participate in the festivities. The competition is normally a multi-day affair and takes place in July. After a full day of qualifying rounds, all eyes are on stage for an action-packed day of finalist runs. Months of practice materialize on stage as the most elite kendama players execute carefully constructed runs to fit within the 3-minute time restraint. The excitement reaches a breaking point as each landed trick ushers uproar from the audience. Players send shockwaves through the crowd by performing the most popular tricks of the year, while judges watch the astonishing display of kendama in front of them. In many ways, the Kendama World Cup is representative of the current state of kendama, a checkpoint of sorts that marks various moments in the game's growth. Appropriately enough, it is hosted in the very city that kendama originated from, making each year feel like a truly historic occasion. Claiming the top spot is no small task, but with enough practice and determination, you too can be immortalized in kendama history as Kendama World Champion. Number 1. North American Kendama Open, Minneapolis, Minnesota. When it comes to prestigious kendama competitions, look no further than the North American Kendama Open. As its name implies, the North American Kendama Open, formerly known as the Minnesota Kendama Open, is the premier kendama competition in the US. Founded and hosted by Sweets Kendama's president Matthew Sweets Jorgensen, NACO is easily the most anticipated event of the year. Your skills are put to the ultimate test in this intense competition. Players leave it all on stage as they attempt to conquer a challenging, multi-tiered trick list in Open, or face off against stylistic and highly proficient competitors in freestyle. The climb to the top is an arduous one, as the pressure grows heavier with each match. Dream matchups of the game's most well-known figures make each round feel like miniature showdowns, battling for an abundance of valuable prizes that have even included trips to Japan. Unsurprisingly, it is the largest competition in the US, so company owners save their best news and product drops for it. These major announcements are made throughout the multi-day event, further adding to the excitement of what the next hour will bring. Additionally, the North American Kendama Open has evolved into much more than just a competitive player's dream. After over nearly 10 years of its founding, NACO has begun to rebrand itself as not only the largest US competition, but also the largest US Kendama Expo. They've expanded to include more company and community involvement through workshops, classes, lectures, video premieres, and even hands-on tutorials from the industry's biggest pros. Whether you want to take part in a kendama competition of epic proportions or simply want to enjoy the company of fellow kendama enthusiasts, the North American Kendama Open is an experience you won't soon forget. We want to know what list you'd like to see next, so let us know down in the comments. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and consider contributing to our Patreon for just $1 a month. I'm Daniel with KENDERTAINMENT. You are amazing, and I'll talk to you soon.